Hey everyone, good morning. I see all of you in the chat, lurker with the number 34. Good morning, good morning. I figured I'd take you guys with me for this cute little peaceful shopping center place. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Lori, Rhonda, Lyra. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Racken, Steph, Hazel Eyes. Look how peaceful this is. Look how cool. Love this little place. It's like a ton of these little small business owned places. And I haven't been live, so I figured why not do two birds with one stone? Good morning, Butter. Grammy's Place. Are you nuts? Cheech Brown with the 35. How's everybody's week been? It is so pretty here. Hey, Cheryl. Proud Mimi. Actually, there's some cool fish over in this pond. We'll go see. I do have headphones in or earbuds, so hopefully it works. Hey, Quinny. And wait until we get into it. You guys are not going to believe. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Whitebird. Hey, Nonsense. Strish, Tracy from California. I would love to be in California. Oh, thank you, Racken. I get back to my seasonal depression when it ends. Doohickey with the 6 months. Thank you so much. Hey, Jojo. Yes. Oh, how am I getting a little drizzle? I don't think it's raining. Maybe they watered the plants. I love like natural grown things like this. Happy? See how it's all like just a natural wine. And hey, Lisa, Jennifer, Colleen with the 68. How the hell am I getting wet right now? Is my sound okay? Not that warm here. Oh my God, here it is over 100 degrees. We're in a heat wave, and my air conditioner broke, and I thought I was going to die. But I'll tell you what, it made me grateful to even have an air conditioner. I kept thinking of like all the homeless people. Hippie Sissy with the 35 months. Oh my goodness, girl. How you been? What's been going on? It's been a while. It's so pretty here, Betty. But I am officially one of those weirdos with the selfie stick walking around because I kept covering the mic. The only thing I don't like about streaming from StreamYard with the image is it's so small. Where if we were on YouTube Live, it's the full screen, but then the comments are hard. Like it's hard to highlight comments and stuff. Yeah, look at all the koi fish. It's so pretty. Yeah, thank God there was like a local handyman at my campground, and he was able to fix the air conditioner. Yeah, that's what the feel is here. You know what? Wait a minute. The Eli mic. So I actually have a mic like that new account, and I just tried it in my car on like an old StreamYard setting, and I couldn't get it to work. It's like one of those little ones you see like TikTokers using. Look at them all. Oh, I wish they sold food to feed them or something. Gosh, there's so much more than before. Hey, Roberta. This little guy over there. So pretty. Gosh, there must be like seriously 100 of them. And on here we can't Zoom or anything, so I hate that too. Where if I'm on YouTube Live, I can Zoom, but you all don't like the comment section on there. But it doesn't work with StreamYard, Petty. I wonder if it would work for YouTube Live, maybe. I don't know. I should have tried it. Well, we are going back to the shade. But speaking of Eli, did you see what's going on, new account? So I probably am going to talk about somebody that you guys aren't very much aware of, but Go back in the shade. It is hot. Oh, shit. All right, there is this guy named Eli. And he walks around with this big giant mic in his face that has like the big furry ball, you know. And he's kind of goofy. He's a goofy guy, but he means well. But he's been arguing for years with the guy that I have the protective order on, which I won the appeal of. So you guys know when I filed that protective order, even some of the people that initially were helping me, because I became friendly with people they dislike, they turned around and started saying shit like, I'm wasting the court system's time, and this is why other women can't get protective orders, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard somebody, especially BJ over there, make those statements. I'm curious, how many of you have heard people make those type of statements? Hey, Gary. Hey, Cloe. Hey, Fire. Oh, really? I wonder what part of Jersey she's from. Lots of ones in the chat. How many of you would be, well, I'm curious how many people are going to call it out. So, long story short, this Eli guy and the guy I have the order against, the guy I have the order against has been streaming this Eli guy for years, and he's been, you know, making him his content. Every time the guy goes live, they restream him, you know, whatever. And the guy Eli has tried time and time again to get them to stop. Well, finally, what he did, Eli, is he filed a federal copyright against the guy I have the RO against. So he goes and files that, and he has the guy served and, you know, all that stuff. And he basically says, I'll see you in court for all that, whatever, whatever. The guy I have the order against turns around and files a protective order against Eli. Now, mind you, these are two men. One's in Florida, one's in California. Hey, Jay. So they're not in the same state. Thank you, mental block. There's no like threats or anything. It's a threat of legal action. That's it. So he goes and he files, you know, for the protective order. And the guy Eli comes down, he reads the paper and stuff. And I'm sitting there, jaw dropped, because I'm sitting back and I'm thinking of all the times that this guy said system, that arrow, all the times his friends sat by and said, I'm wasting the course time. This is why other women can't get them. La di da di da. And he goes and files this guy for legal action. Talk about hypocrisy, right? Right, lazy wolf. Now that is, you know, and again, what a lot of people, am I roboting? Oh, man. Hold on. Let me take the headphones out. Maybe they only work if I have somebody on panel. All right, Chai, hold on. Can you guys hear me now? Let me check my audio. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so the temporary did not get approved. Obviously, the temporary did not get approved. So now apparently they have another court date coming up, you know, whatever. But I just found, and it was funny because, well, not funny, but when I filed this against him, again, there were things that surpassed YouTube. There were things other people didn't know. And obviously, I wasn't coming on the internet and saying it all because I was waiting to see if I got approved. It wasn't even an easy thing to do. Like, nobody goes and says, you know what, I'm going to go before a judge and seek this if they're not serious about it. It took me many nights of thinking, should I do it? You know, blah, blah, blah. At what cost will it be worth it? Is this going to make things worse on me? Like, there was a whole lot behind it. But even back then I was saying, well, wait a minute. This guy has threatened ROs against dozens of people, and you're all being hypocritical right now because many of the people judging me have also threatened ROs. The difference is none of them ever went through with it, and they likely would never have a reason to. In this case, there was far more than just what people were seeing on the surface, which was bad itself. Um, so yeah, here we are. I win the appeal. Everything's in order. It's a 3-year order. And this guy is now filing against another guy who lives in a different state. Whatever. It's the hypocrisy for me. So I would love to see who's going to call it out. That's where I'm going to go after this, Jay, to the beach. It is so dang hot. Look how cute this little place is. So I heard Britney was being a filthy little. I heard a little bit of the video this morning, and I loved how they were like, it's so wrong to call they a child predator, and then in the same breath they're like, she choked her child. Dude, the hypocrisy is astounding. But I've come to realize that these people will never own their hypocrisy. They will never see how stupid they look when they sit there and they make these loud statements against something and then do the same thing that they're against. But you did the best thing. Yeah, mental block, I know. It is a joke. It is a joke. And everything he filed on the paperwork wasn't even true. Isn't it beautiful? So look, I'll show you guys. They have this cute little breakfast spot over here, which we may go because I could use a nice coffee and a sandwich. We have an ice cream shop here. And then if you walk around, yeah, they just don't care. They just don't get it. There's all these little like private, family-owned businesses. Oh, look, here's one of those cute little library places. Fun stuff with Hershey's. Heck. Oh, that's cute. All the ways you can bake using Hershey chocolate. Let's see. Fun and games. That's actually really cute. Get back in there. Unveiling the healing. I think many of us need that. Fasting. Can't get it back in. Real self-care. Crystals, cleanse, and bubble baths not included. It is hot. I hear somebody scream, you want a bacon, egg, and cheese? I would never have allowed someone to speak to someone else on my panel the way she did. Well, that's the true Britney. I don't know if you guys realized it yet, but that is the true Britney. That's exactly who and what Britney is. Britney hides behind this little facade of being like this sweet, innocent Christian woman and allows everybody else around her to do all the dirty work. That's exactly who she is. I am beats him. I am. Actually, it's funny. It's what I said in the chat. Because he kept saying, and I don't even want to say his name. He kept saying, like, we run this place. We run this place. I'm like, dude, the only thing you run is your mouth and your legs from service. Oh, look at these rocking chairs calling our names. How sweet. Looky there. They are just calling our name. Don't mind if I do, Granny. Oh, shit, it is hot. Herpes. Oh, yeah, Lazy Wolf. They're really pretty. They're all little stores. She's so quick to mute Craig until everyone is attacking Petty. Right, she's a weak-ass bitch. Everything she said was hypocritical. We milk low, Cal. Cal, he said it. And then he started mooing. It's like, that's the most honest that man's ever been. And you know what? I'll tell you this. Hey, Queen Bee. If there's ever a time I say some shit that the internet wants to come down on me for again, I'm going to say I was drunk. Yep, that's right. I was drunk. Can't hold me accountable. Who cares? I'm an alcoholic. I was drunk. Oh my gosh, look at all the hornet nests. Hold on. Oh shit, there's like 100 up there. You probably can't even see them. Oh, Hershey's. You thought I said herpes. Hershey's. Right, Petty? Moo, like what a weirdo. And the funny thing is, like these people do think, especially him, he thinks he does think that about himself. But I guess that's what alcohol does. I did pick the chair without the cushion. The cushions look pretty. I don't know who's been farting on those things. Oh yeah, B Tim. What about that? What kind of man says I would fuck her husband? And you still don't think that you're one of the locals you think you're calling out? I would fuck her husband. And I'll tell you what was funny about that, again, let's point out the hypocrisy. When Brittany said to me, and you're the type of girl that would sleep with somebody's husband. And I turned around and said, just because your husband would sleep with me doesn't mean I sleep with him. She was all like, see, there you go. There you go. You did it. But yet, you just had a man sit on your panel and say that he was asleep with another woman's husband. You know what I said? Drunken sentences are sober thoughts. And it dawned on me at that moment, Queen, you are not the problem. Not that you didn't know that, girlfriend, but it dawned on me in that moment that that's why this man is so angry towards women. That is why. Hey, Austin, and that's okay. You can come out, buddy. We're not judging. We've all seen it before, been there before. We don't judge. Your friends might judge. The bigoted, homophobic, racist panel you were on might judge you, but we ain't judging you. Let it out, buddy. Let it out. Ooh. Exactly, Mia Moore. Internet slang refers to a person whose eccentric or foolish behavior is exploited by others for amusement. Yeah. And there's no way these people, I mean, the cow never knows it's the cow, right? Always thinks it's the milker. Bless it. It is so pretty here, Ellie. Man, I was so thankful my air got fixed. The air conditioner was so broken, it got to the point where it was over 100 degrees inside my place, to the point where the thermostat couldn't even read it anymore. That's how hot it got. But praise the Lord, I found a local guy and he was able to fix it. And it sucks that it broke to begin with, but well, Chuchu is it's more than unhinged, right? Unhappy, hiding. You know, we can come up with a million ways to say it, but you all know what I'm thinking. If anybody wants to come up, you guys are welcome to come up. Good morning, Kat. Have you guys hit the thumbs up? Trina Fay, thank you so much. We love having you here. I'm like so out of the algorithms. I haven't been live and I hate that. I hate that. But the service here sucks so bad that I can't screen share. I can't do anything. I don't have like the proper device. When are they going to make it so that you can screen share on a phone? Anytime someone from your camp comes over to this side and goes on panel, people allow the discussion like adults. Over there, they scream, make noises, and berate. Right. Well, just like her idol, right? Why did you even go up, though, Petty? I am curious about that. Like, I mean, we all know Brittany wants that, right? She wants you guys in the chat talking trash. She wants you guys to go on the panel. I mean, how at one point, Inner over there, I'm calling her Inner because he's obviously in her closet, is sitting over there crying like, oh, nobody will come up here. Come to fuck. Like these people, what are you, tough through the phone? What, are we scared of you through the phone? You know what I mean? Like, I love when people say those things like, you're afraid, you ain't going to come up here. What are you going to do? Mute me? What's the worst you can do through the phone? Like, these people are so internet gangster. Oh, thank you, Quinny. Don't that drive you? Isn't that embarrassing, Kim? Listen, when I look back to the way I used to stream and like how angry I get and all that, it is such a waste of energy. It's like, you ain't doing shit through the internet. I thought I might have been able to get through to her. I really don't know now. I wanted a conversation. Oh, bless it. He was being Timmy Tough Knuckles. He sure was. He was. You know what really pissed me off? When they said, how dare you call a man a child predator, and then proceeded to say that you strangle kids. Like they're so hateful that they don't even realize how stupid they sound, how hypocritical they sound. And I like the never have I ever, because correct me if I'm wrong, but did Brittany not try to sue me for saying you will never catch me dry with my kids unbuckled. I like to play Never Have I Ever. Does anybody want to come play Never Have I Ever with me? I think we could have a fun old time. I'll start it. Never have I ever driven with my kids unbuckled. Never have I ever live streamed with my kids in the car. Never have I ever lost custody of any of my children, which is why your little felon friend was unable to find anything. And rest assured, he doesn't even have the capabilities to find anything about somebody's custody. Okay? But there would be nothing to find. Yeah, the only thing he runs is his little legs from service. Woohoo, let's go. We got a player. Yay, and I'll get my headphones on while you're getting up so we don't echo again. This is so exciting. Let's see who wins. Hopefully we don't start roboting. If we do, I'll just turn my volume down. Never have I ever claimed that a heat vortex. What was that? Never have I ever accused somebody of Rico. I like that one. Well, that's who they really are. And you know what cracks me up? Never have I filmed with the full fly strips as a background. Never have I ever claimed that a heat vortex combusted my car window. You know what? I forget what I was going to say. Dang it. 3-day-old Wendy's at 4 a.m. Ew. Somebody did that? Us people come from divorced families. She shut them down. That we come from divorced families? My parents have been together damn near 40-something years now. Never have I ever kicked a cat. Go on, Petty. Good morning to Jennifer. Never have I ever abandoned my kids for 3 days to go have sex with a stranger. Oof. Never have I ever driven up to a clinic and then denied where I was. Never have I ever cooked chicken at 3 a.m. Hello, are you here to play Never Have I Ever?
Okay. Yes. Hello.
Your audio's coming out of my phone. Hold on. Let me fix this. Well, you can talk, but I'm going to fix how I hear you.
I've never done anything remotely similar to BJ. Never. Ever, ever. Including calling somebody like me, Julie, a bitch at 1 a.m. in front of my kids, totally unprovoked. She just comes out and says, and I went back to the freaking chat. She's like, she said, quote, that Julie is such a bitch. No, yeah, that Julie is such a bitch. She has some nerve. That's her quote, right in front of her child who's coughing behind her.
Oh, he's back on the cough. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the kid to go, oh, mommy, who's Julie? And why is she a bitch? You know?
Right.
I mean, she was
so
saying
pathetic.
So much stuff last night, including calling me a bitch. Why? Well, I'm a bitch because I point out that you're a bigot. Your husband's, your whatever, baby daddy's a bigot. You're anti-Semitic. You're all this stuff. I mean, it just, everything they come out of their mouth is disgusting. It's vile. It's hateful. And then I say, you were violating terms of services for all of the hateful comments that come out of your mouth. And I'm reporting you, not just to YouTube, but to agencies, that deal with people on the internet who spread hate, like Britney and Craig. And because I point out that they're hateful, it gives her license to just say slurs about me in the middle of the night in front of her children. I guess that's fine. Count your days.
What did you think, Julie?
This is the summer of, I call this will be the summer of Britney, because come the fall, when school starts, she will not be here anymore. Mark my words, Britney. Enjoy your summer.
What did you think of Britney and her panel saying that Jewish women don't suck dick?
When was that?
What kind of anti-Semitic bullshit is that?
Every time I hear, I just keep getting, we need to get on the phone and I need to get all the information together because I'm submitting this all. And I need all the anti-Jewish things. How about, when did she say that about the?
This was just on the drunken, bigoted, misogynistic stream she just had the other night.
Who said it? Who said it?
I don't know. Can somebody in the chat tell me who said it? It wasn't BJ. It wasn't BJ who said it. It was her panel guest.
And she immediately shut down the panel as soon as somebody said it?
Nope. And guess what, Julie? How many Jewish women are there? Yep, she let it go. How many Jewish women are there, Julie? And it's not in the world, but especially in this community.
Well, let me tell you something. Like I said, enjoy your summer, Brit. Enjoy it while it lasts because you have no idea of anything. What you're saying, everything that comes out of your mouth regarding Jewish people is a stereotype, including that Jews are sneaky, that we have hook noses, and apparently Jewish women don't do oral sex. She even knows what we do in the bedroom. Now, surprisingly, since we're on the topic of Britney Jay talking about things that are Jewish, all of a sudden she's been saying she's kosher. Have you heard her?
Oh, no, I haven't. Wow.
She said it like twice this week and said they're criticizing because I'm kosher. Britney, listen.
Is she using the right word? Is she using the right word? Does she even know what she's saying?
She says, because I'm kosher, because I keep kosher. Like, no, she didn't say keep kosher. Keep kosher would be the appropriate way to say it. But she said, because I'm kosher. She is not, first of all, there's nothing, you are 100% pork, number one, okay, physically.
Right.
And two, you're not kosher. This guy, Yehuda Roth, her supposed token Jew, so I heard, is a messianic, is not really Jewish. He's, the Jews for Jesus, which is not Jewish, right? It's part of like a Christianity. It's people who want to convert Jews to Christianity. And she uses him and she refers to him. And then one day this week, I heard her refer to him. So I quickly clicked over her chat. I didn't even see him in her chat. I think he's, I don't know if he's always there when she wants to say something to back up all her anti-Semitism.
Can a pig be kosher? See what I did there, Patty?
I said she's 100% pork. She personally,
right.
She is physically 100% pork. You can't do it. You got split hooves, hun.
What a scumbag. Hey, Patty.
Oh, hi, Patty. I'm going after her. And I'm telling you, Brittany, I know you're listening to this. Enjoy your summer because it's not just me. It's not just YouTube. There's like literal agencies that like are dedicated to, helping individuals and companies rid themselves of people who will tank their for-profit businesses for hate, for spreading hate. And she is a liability to YouTube as a for-profit company. And I will be making that case to YouTube along with other agencies, that are longstanding, well-respected agencies that help companies come to understand that this is not a good business model to allow people like Britney Jay, who spreads hate, not just about Jews, but about Muslims, but about women, but about, whatever they want. I mean, they're just so filled with like just sewage coming out of their mouth. And it's not a good business model to have this type of liability on their channel. And Brittany, you are a liability to YouTube. You are a liability to any social media company that allows you free reign to a microphone.
I agree. Absolutely. Are you
So
there, Petty? What if this is a petty imposter and we don't know it?
she's just got. It looks like she's on mute.
Oh, there she goes. She dropped. She was probably having bad service.
Well,
Yeah,
let's please,
she's
Granny, let's talk offline because I got to get all this stuff together because I'm missing so much. I didn't hear the thing. It came from a man, I assume. Jewish women.
yeah.
First of all, I don't know who these men are, but not one of them has ever had a personal relationship with a Jewish woman. I guarantee that.
And it's just such a stupid thing to say. Like again, is why even discriminate and say a Jewish? Well, what would you know about Jewish women?
Right. Exactly. They don't know anything. They know nothing. They know nothing. Let me tell you something. They're children. They are children. They just repeat like, like little parrots, just like I don't know if they get handed a book, but they're so filled with hate. And I know that I'm triggering to Brittany. I'm not trying to trigger you, Brittany. I'm trying to tell you. I'm letting you know you're going to be going bye-bye. That's it. I mean, it's a definitive statement. I'm not making threats. I'm not making false promises. I know that's upsetting to you, but that's what's going to happen. And all I can say is enjoy your summer. It takes a couple months at least for the wheels of not the wheels of justice, but for the wheels of corporate society to move, to act, to get rid of, the things that can bring, their bad press to their company.
It's a shame because I don't even care for Britney's channel to go down, but I do think that somebody who's so full of hate and racism and bigotry and misogynistic behaviors as a woman, if she hasn't learned by now what is socially appropriate, she'll never will. And these type of channels like hers that sit over there and make a mockery out of everything, including Christianity, do they deserve to be monetized? I don't know.
It does not, like, that's the thing she doesn't understand, right? Obviously, because she doesn't understand, that corporations have to protect themselves, and when you have somebody who is both ignorant and hateful, it's a day and with access to a megaphone and allows drunken, racist people to that microphone. It's not good for business. It's ultimately not good for business. Oh, you've come to adore me. You're so sweet.
Thank you, Chaos.
Can you hear me now?
She does need to be held. Oh, now we can hear you. Hi, Petty.
Oh, good. Hiya.
Yeah, she's burning it down. And I think people should remind her constantly that she is burning it down. That did you see how upset she got when she said somebody sent her an email that says your channel's going away? She needs to know it is going away. It is going away. Enjoy your last summer on YouTube. Enjoy it while it lasts, Brittany, because it's going down. I know it upsets you, but that's what's going to happen. It's called the consequences of your own actions.
I agree.
I mean, what they did to you, Petty, I was upset for you, but also at the same time, I'm glad that, you gave them the target to be the racist, hateful people that they are, to show themselves.
Yeah. I knew when I clicked the link I was walking into Lion's Den. I did know what I was getting myself into, so I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, I gave as good as I got and just let them get on with it. But yeah, I don't feel any pity because I've got dogpiled. It doesn't bother me.
Right, because we know who they are. You already knew what they were going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As soon as I clicked that link, I knew. Or before I clicked the link, actually, I knew. So I was prepared for it.
Yeah, but well, you were the vessel. Women are sacred. I'm sorry. I will answer your question in just 1 second about Jesus being Jewish. I will answer it just 1 second. I just want to talk to Patty, if you don't mind, for a second. And before I get into off topic a little bit, but yeah, like I'm, you know, it almost had to happen. I mean, it's like I feel like it's inevitable. Like, Britney is getting so upset that her channel is going away. You know, she will. I predict in my Kaye predictions. I predict that Britney, before the end of the summer, will call either Granny's watching or me. I don't know, something like Jew bastard or something like that, like directly, or
Yeah.
she's gonna say it. She's gonna come out and say it. They're just all gonna come out and say everything that's on their mind because they're so upset and dysregulated and intoxicated.
Yeah.
They can't help it.
She's spiraling at the minute. Like she keeps on saying that I came over from Terry Lynn's and I would never even subbed up to Terry Lynn before today. Or was it
I
yesterday?
know. What the hell was that? When she kept
No,
saying
I
that, I'm like,
don't
what are you
know.
talking about?
It's all
I
a
know.
conspiracy. You guys, you could hear her conspiracy talk yesterday. She said you came over from Terry Lynn's, and then that happens all the time. And then she mentioned you, Granny. I don't know if you heard her say last night, Granny. And everybody in Jay's chat was like, "What does Granny have anything to do with this?"
Right. She
Yeah,
finds a way
they
to
were
bring
meant-
everything back to me. It's
yeah.
amazing. I
The
think
boys
she's
were
in
going
love with
after
me.
the boys were going after Cloe and Queen, and I was saying, don't do that. They're not here. I've come to talk to Brittany, not talk about Cloe and Queen. And Brittany did the same about you. It's always
Well,
somebody else. It's always what about.
right, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Like, they're so obsessed with Queen that, of course, they have to take it all back to Queen. And she's so obsessed with me that everything goes back to me. Meanwhile, I'm down here living my best fucking life. Like, I wasn't online. I didn't even know any of this took place.
Yeah, you look
It's
gorgeous
everyone,
there.
and Illuminati, and Cletus, and me, and Julie Skolnick now, who's
Yeah,
I can call her a bitch in front of my little kid who's coughing behind me at 1:30 in the morning. He was up,
exactly.
and listening to her. And it wasn't just Julie is a bitch. She has some nerve comment. She said, like, she was talking about people reporting her children to CPS saying they're traumatized in front of her kid. Does she not think that it's traumatizing for her kid to listen to her rant on about having CPS called on them and how her
Oh, look how
child
cute.
has been traumatized in front of her child? What would a psychologist say to Brittany? Brittany, you know, if you want to talk about, if you're concerned that your child's been traumatized by a visit from a social worker, maybe don't in the middle of the night scream and yell talking about your child being traumatized in front of
Yeah,
But maybe,
said
maybe,
child.
maybe she should do what she did right after CPS visited, which was the normal schedule, and keep her kids offline and not in the earshot of people at 3, 4 a.m. Maybe she
yeah,
should go back to cooking chicken at 12, p.m. and not midnight.
yeah. Because he
Well,
was up that day as well when she cooked the chicken at 3 or 4 in the morning. The little boy was there as well because they were trying to look for a cat.
Yeah,
you know what I think that
such a
is,
disgrace.
in my opinion? I think her children often wake up, especially the young one, in the middle of the night to get
Nash,
attention from their mother because she's asleep
I don't,
during the day.
I,
I think
I don't think
that is
I
the
don't,
time to be with him.
I think it's the whole family's asleep during the day and they're all awake at night. I don't even think they're waking up at night. I think she's lying every time they're heard now and saying, oh, they just woke up or he just woke up. Bullshit. Those kids are asleep all day. We heard Craig say it. Oh, go wake them up. It was 5 p.m. That's their life schedule. That's what they do. It's horrible.
Kids
Yeah, she said
hear
today.
everything the parents say. Don't act like your son is behind you, like totally invested in whatever game he's playing on a phone or a tablet. He is listening constantly. And
Julie,
he is hearing.
have you ever seen the video where Craig is on camera and he's got one of his little boys behind him?
No,
He's got
never.
no t-shirt on, no clothes on the top half of his body, and Craig is discussing Muslims and beheading.
I only heard the video. I only heard the live that Craig did on his channel where he's talking on the phone and BJ in front of the kids who are screaming in the background for her attention, saying, "Mom," wanting her attention.
Yeah.
And she's completely ignoring them. And Britney Jay and another friend of theirs are talking about, one, that the beheadings of Muslims, and two, that the end days, that everybody who isn't just like them is going to die in the end days, including me and Granny and any Catholic and any Muslim. And they also brought up the conspiracy, of course, that the Vatican created Islam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something she hides from her kids. She is teaching her children these lessons, that people will die. All these people that they know who are not like them, they will see them beheaded.
I think they're quite radical.
It is radical. She is fringe. Like, when you talk about fringe, radical fundamentalist fringe groups, that's them.
Yeah.
They've been giddy about the war going on with Israel and Iran, because that's part of their play. That's part of the scenario that comes about with the end days. They need and want Jews because they're all going to gather in Jerusalem. And Jesus, this is their religion. She won't deny it. That's why I said to Jay, she said, "Julie's attacking my religion." I said, her, "Brittney, answer this question." And I know you're listening now. Answer the question. In the end days, which you are you're hoping for, because there's a big war that happens, right? And there's bloodshed. They specifically mentioned bloodshed over and over. And then there's this, Jesus will appear on the Temple Mount, right? Which is where the Western Wall is in Jerusalem. And there will be a reckoning. And anybody who is not one of the followers followers in the way that they want them to be. So Catholics don't count. My husband, who's Catholic, he doesn't count, because, if he doesn't denounce the Pope, he's going to lose his head as well.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to die. And it's brought about by this war and bloodshed. And so Craig has been giddy over this, like, war lately. Anytime there's war in the Middle East, he's like totally, I think he's got a perpetual erection when this happens.
Yeah.
Use my language. Because he's excited.
So is Jesus Jewish then?
Yes. So Jews, this is what Jewish people believe. Jewish people do not believe that Jesus didn't exist, but Jewish people know Jesus existed. And everybody at the time that, if you look at what BCE or BC, right, either before Christ or before the Common Era, right, you have thousands of years of history, over 5,000 years of history, right, or more than that. Obviously, we have dinosaurs and things, although in Brittany's world, there were no dinosaurs, but, you have thousands of years of history. So Judaism existed for thousands of years prior to the birth of Jesus, which would be year 0, right? Which is the birth of Jesus, so you have the calendar that starts with every year after Jesus was born. So we're in the year 2025, which is 2025 years after the birth of Jesus. And at the time that he was born, I could tell you, like, I don't want to give a long history lesson. Let me give you a 2-minute history lesson. Okay. Historically, okay, at the time, Jesus was born approximately 100 years after the events which we now celebrate as the holiday of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is not the biggest holiday in our religion. It's actually a historical event. It is when the Judah the Maccabee and his families really waged a guerrilla warfare against the Assyrian Greeks. Okay, the Assyrian Greeks, not Greeks,
Okay.
Assyrian Greeks, who were ruling that area of, Mesopotamia and Persia, and all the land at that moment, and they worshipped many gods. Okay, the Assyrian Greeks worshipped many gods, and anybody who was monotheistic in their religion, right, like Jews, were persecuted. And they even had they have the dreidel, right? And we talk about a dreidel. The dreidel was the game that they said they played because they would have bands of soldiers going out to make sure that nobody was practicing monotheism like Judaism. And so when the soldiers would come around and people weren't allowed to gather to pray, they would say, no, we're playing a game, this little dreidel game. That's the story.
Okay.
During the time of the rule of the Assyrian Greeks, they destroyed the temple. And the miracle is not a big miracle. It's a miracle that an oil lamp, instead of lasting one day worth of oil, it lasted for 8 days. Not such a big miracle, but nonetheless. But really, it was, they waged the Judah Maccabee and his family and others went to the woods, and a very small band of people who wanted to worship freely took decades waging basically guerrilla warfare against the Assyrian Greeks, and ultimately they won, and they were able to return to the temple. So it is in this context, 100 years prior to the birth of Jesus, that Jesus was born. It was a time of religious persecution. Anybody who wanted to worship one God was being persecuted. And so Jesus was born, and as a Jew, because either you were not religious, or you worship many gods, or you worship one God. And Jesus worshiped one God. And then he went on to, do all these things, and he had a large following, and, miracles happened and things like that. And then he had these disciples who went out after his
Okay,
death.
all right. This was not a short story, Julie.
No,
This was not short.
That's
So
what happened.
the answer is, yes.
Yes.
Some people view Jesus as Jewish.
No, he was Jewish. He was Jewish. That's
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so
So
glad
that's
I
it.
asked.
That's
Yeah,
the reason.
thank
So
you,
it was
Patty.
I just wanted to give the context of it. So he was trying to have religious freedom.
Oh, I don't believe in
First,
God
thank
or
you
anything.
for becoming a member.
You probably lost membership during my
Dude,
story.
so yeah, about
No.
60 people dropped, but that's okay.
Sorry. Did they really?
They were
Sorry.
dropping.
I'll
Yeah,
stop.
that's okay.
I'm glad I asked though.
Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
and that's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
good.
Like everybody has their different beliefs, they have their different things, but not everybody's on here judging others for theirs. And quite frankly, Britney has spent years trying to paint me as this monster, as this racist, as this scammer, and all these things. And she is all the things that she has projected on me for years. And I am so thankful that we are at a time where so many people are keeping eyes on her that she can no longer fucking hide it.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, it was just me. And I'm like, dude, this woman is conniving. Like, she's everything she's trying to make me out to be. And now people see it. And I'm so fucking thankful. Thank you, Cyan. I appreciate that.
It was on your live. I found like the sneaky Jew comment by going back and looking at a live you had done, which I had thought you had done that week, but actually it turned out to have been like 4 weeks prior, where I saw this, where you were pointing out, like you said, you want to talk about racist. Look at this, when they called you a sneaky Jew, and then and people in her chat were pointing it out, like this is like get your shit together, and none of her mods were deleting it. And
nope.
And some people were agreeing with it, and but this is a pattern. And so now I was like, it's not like you're not just insulting Granny, you're insulting everybody who's a part of that religion. If Granny's sneaky because of her religion, then that means anybody who's her religion is sneaky. Like
Yeah.
that's how
And actually, yeah,
bigotry works, is when you generalize.
Yeah, I get that.
But these are
that's
the
who
reasons,
she is.
Brittany, these are the reasons. The reason I'm explaining this to you is because these are the reasons you're going to lose your channel. And you allow your bigoted baby daddy to have access to the microphone constantly. That is a decision you are making. You don't hit that mute button fast enough. Okay? We still hear his spewing of hatred constantly. Not to mention his misogyny, him calling women nasty C words, you know, you're a nasty C, you're a bitch, you're a that. I mean, it is disgusting. And
To
the
be
idea,
fair,
I have a
just to be
question
fair,
for you.
to be fair, I called him it first.
Oh, well,
Just to be
listen,
fair.
What did you call him?
A cunt. Sorry, Julie.
Thank you, Nasty Rhonda. What did you call him? I'm sorry, I missed it. I was eating this
A
bagel.
cunt. I called him a cunt.
Oh,
yeah, but it's
Oh,
related
yeah.
to the fact that he's a man, you're a woman, and
Yeah.
it's like it has a totally different connotation, in my opinion. But I wonder. I wanted to ask the two of you this controversy that people have been debating. I've heard in chats is whether or not Dark Horse, who she's denying it was Dark Horse alone, even though Dark Horse said I was the one who called CPS. Dark Horse made the argument that it was a good outcome for her calling CPS, or it needed to be done. So I was just wondering what your feelings were about that. Like, not that it should have been done, but the question is, was it a good outcome?
I don't know if it was a good outcome, but I'll say this. I'm shocked it took this long. You don't sit here on the internet for 2-3 years now with your kids wide awake throughout the midnight hours, early AM hours, cooking chicken at 3 a.m., speaking the way you speak, kids behind you having a coughing attack for 2 weeks in a row. Like, Britney has allowed the internet too much access into her life, and that's what the internet does. What aggravated me about it is the fact that everybody was blamed for it. Even to this day, Britney's accepting comments from people saying, oh my God, that happened around the time Chris Proudfoot cursed you out. She knows it was Dark Horse. Dark Horse originated with Britney. Dark Horse is a Britney subscriber, a Britney panel guest. Dark Horse isn't one of us.
I totally agree. She creates her own problems. Who has 100 mods who have quit? What does that say about you, Brittany? You have zero for self-reflection. But I
160 mods, Julie.
160.
160. Yeah.
I will say this. For a very short period of time, I did notice after that police officer showed up at her house, you didn't hear her kids for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
But what it showed me is that it is possible to do her live without her children there.
Right. I mean, look, I have children. You ever hear mine? I mean, come on now. And the only reason she goes live in the middle of the night is because she's afraid of competing with anybody during the day. So you rather uproot your entire children's childhood, their sleep schedule, which is the most important thing for children, is to have a good night's rest, a normal productive day, all of that for YouTube. She's willing to risk too much for YouTube, and it's pathetic.
Well, and she's very triggered that I said, when I was a public school teacher, if I had a student who would come into school, right, and look tired and have mood swings, we've heard stories, about behaviors, who has mood swings, who has trouble focusing. Let's say, I'm not saying her kids have trouble focusing, but let's say they did. Let's say they were having trouble focusing. Let's say I noticed a slip in their grades. This is when I was the teacher. If I noticed a child is sleepy, if a child has mood swings, if a child is acting with attention deficit, essentially, and that child's grades were slipping. And if I asked the child, what time do you go to bed at night? this would not be an uncommon question for a teacher to ask a student who was having a really bad day. Let's say a student was acting out. I'd say, what time, did you get a good night's sleep? And if they told me, no, I stayed up really late, that might help me understand why that child was acting out that day. If I were to find out on a regular basis, or I would notice that the child would come in sleepy every single day, put their head on the desk, actually fall asleep in class, I've seen this happen. I've seen families be reported to CPS because the kids are coming to school falling asleep, or acting out, or being moody, or their grades are slipping. And then you're finding out the kids are staying up all night long. And if you tried to reach out to the parents and talk to them about it, and the pattern continued, a teacher would not have a choice but to call Child Protective Services, because, as you say, Granny, it's absolutely true. Sleep is one of the most important things kids need in order to be able to grow in a healthy way. It does so much damage to them when they cannot get a good night's sleep. You need it to grow. You need it for your brain to develop properly, for your immune system. So I wouldn't have a choice. That's what I've said. As a teacher, I would be a mandated reporter. A child not getting enough sleep, that there's so much disturbance going on in their household in the middle of the night that they cannot sleep, would have to be reported to CPS.
Right. And it was a hypothetical. Oh,
Yeah,
are you, Stephanie? I'm going there tonight. You're so lucky for that. I love that. Yeah, and you were speaking hypothetically. And to be honest, I said this before, and she can get mad all she wants, but I don't even think the kids go to school anymore. When she said that I called her children's school, that me or my Maz did, it was my opinion that they don't go to school. I would have never called their school. I don't suspect they go. But again, it's not my business. And I just, quite frankly, I don't care much for the topic. At the end of the day, she has to accept that only she is responsible, and she can't push everything on everybody else.
Somebody said she's like the queen of distraction. It's just like, even in the middle of apologizing to Petty, I think Petty dropped. In the middle of apologizing to Petty, she's like, "Oh, let me give 10 memberships away." What? In the middle of an apology?
Right. Because the apology was forced. There's no way who said she's making 13,000, girl? There's no way she's not making 13,000 a month. No way. Whoever said that, you're way off. No way. Yeah, you guys are right. It wasn't an apology. It was a way to try to get the internet off her back. Britney doesn't ever have a real apology because she doesn't accept accountability.
Never. It's a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. And it's just
Yep.
I mean, it's just like, why? I wonder if she ever asked herself, why is this happening to me? It's her argument is that if it wasn't her, it would be somebody else. That everybody's attention. They're targeting me because they need me. This is her theory. They need me for their content. And if they didn't have me, they would do this to someone else. Well, that's not true, because there's no one else like you, Brittney. If there was, people would be talking about them.
Yeah, that's just a way for her to act like, oh, I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem. They are. No, people like her get highlighted because they're the problem.
She said last night Trisha Talks owes her royalties or something.
I mean, I'll be honest.
We're not. They're not using her content like the way she uses other people's content, where she just like takes videos and plays them without even commenting, other than to say, "Wow," or "Can you believe it? Oh my God." That's not commentary. People actually look at your videos and analyze them, comment on them, make remarks. There's discussion around them. Unlike the way she does it, where she talks about people snipe her. She snipes. She literally violates terms of services every time she does true crime because she doesn't do any research at all. She just shows people's videos.
Right. And even while doing that, she never stops and has like her own discussions, or she doesn't make the content her own.
And this is her discussion. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Right. Wow.
Oh my God.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Always.
I mean, that's not commentary, dummy.
Well, that's why she's not a true crime channel. She skipped by all these years because she always had a panel guest up there to do the actual work. Now she's been left on her own with reality, who is feeding her drama.
I'm going to drop down in a second, but I need help with something because I have a suspicion about something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is something I've been thinking about for a long time, and it does relate to you and your anti-slap case. There was so much money raised and collected by Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis in over a year's period of time through super chats, through them appearing on other people's channels. I assume that there was some kind of relationship when they would go on, that super chats would be shared with them. I'm guessing. Okay. And then, of course,
Seth was making at one point, Seth was making $42,000 on his channel.
Through membership?
Yes. And super chats.
Okay. $42,000 per month?
Month. Yes.
Per month. Okay. How long would you estimate? What would be the minimum amount of time that went on? For at least 3 months, 5 months? What would you say? Guessing. The minimum. At least.
I think 42 was his highest. So.
All right. So let's say.
I don't know if that was just, it was a lot.
For at least several months.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, obviously, there's probably going to be some kind of forensic accounting. I hope, I pray. But
we're doing forensic accounting on them.
Well, I don't know how much is going to be able to be shared, but for the purposes of all the people who donated their money with good intentions, thinking initially that money might be spent on trying to search and find Sebastian Rogers. I think these people, everybody deserves, to know where that money went. Because I think I have a suspicion about obviously where a lot of it went, but I also believe some of it might have gone to other creators. Tony started out admitting that he used Caleb Harris's funds left over on the TikTok to distribute to TikTok creators who he thought were doing a good job, in his opinion, covering Sebastian. He admitted to that.
Yeah.
So I think that pattern continued of paying creators who he thinks are doing a good job, who are part of his team or whatever. And I think people deserve to know how much was raised and where that money went. I'd like to know.
I think that's what I think that's what Texana's lawsuit is about. Hers is digging into the money that they've raised. What did they do with it? Because in Tennessee, it's illegal. Yeah.
It's illegal to what?
To raise money off a missing child's likeliness.
Oh, okay. So, but, but like, we know, for example, he admitted to searching something like 4 times, Beth, right?
Yeah, 4 times. 4
right.
times. And 2 of them were actually photo ops. Like here, when him and Tony went out on the boat, they actually used, I believe it was Crabtree's boat. He was just in here. He can correct if wrong. And they did the radar. And at that time, even that guy that used to work with Diamond with the Purpose stated that they weren't actually using the radar correctly. But even that time back in, that was what, May? I think that was around May.
And
Apparently they did that because At Night was supposed to do a production with that. So
right.
as we
And so,
suspected, it was a publicity stunt.
and I'm sure Crabtree didn't charge them to go out on this boat. So,
Oh, of course not. Right.
right.
Of course
So,
not.
like, so what I'm saying is people donated money thinking that it was going to go to searches for Sebastian. A lot of people did. I know there are people who donated thinking that it was going to search for Sebastian ultimately. And
Or at the very minimum, they thought that the money was to help Seth as Seth searched for Sebastian, and neither of the two things happened. Seth wasn't searching for Sebastian, and he wasn't putting money into searching for Sebastian because his private intelligence group, who has once again changed their name, so fifth name change in a year, they didn't even charge him. So he didn't pay for their services. He didn't pay for anything. The man hasn't paid a penny.
so my guess is, we're talking in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm guessing, ultimately, through.
I would say at least two. I would say definitely over 100,000, close to 200,000, without a doubt.
That's ones that you could probably see, counting memberships, counting super chats and things like that. We don't know if there was, what private donations were made through
Right. Cash App,
We have
PayPal.
no idea.
Mhm.
I mean, I hope you find out through forensic accounting. So my guess is you could probably double it. I mean, Tony worked pretty damn hard on that Ponzi scheme. So, my guess is he was soliciting private donations. They also had vigils with fundraisers as part of it, selling T-shirts and things like that.
And one of the stipulations for Seth and Tony to go on somebody's stream like JLR or Dolly's was that they had to drop Seth's GoFundMe and Cash App.
Right. And it would be constantly streaming and things like that. Oh, by the way, make sure your lawyers check out that Godmother, whose name was on.
Oh, yeah.
Blackwell.
My lawyer knows that Seth hid all of his income.
So I think that, but I think that the YouTube, the YouTube community who donated to this deserves an answer as to how much was raised versus how much was actually spent to go to searches and or paying Seth's personal expenses. He only had an apartment. All right. He had a car. He had one car and apartment. It doesn't take a lot to supplement the income of a single guy who spends his time playing video games. So,
right.
People deserve an answer because I think people would be shocked at how much was collected and never spent towards doing anything with Sebastian. And I think it would upset people, frankly. And I'm not trying to upset people, but people deserve an answer. And that's what
here's my thing though, Julie.
I'm working on. I'm doing my own forensic research accounting, trying to figure out exactly, at least publicly, what we could find out what was raised and trying to estimate how much was spent on legitimate purposes, meaning something towards finding Sebastian or supplementing a single man's living expenses. That's it. Tony said he was a volunteer. So Tony's didn't need to be supplemented in any way. He's a volunteer. That comes with the territory of volunteer. So, I mean, I'm talking to the tune of $100,000, $200,000 could have been taken and just kept. I think people would be
Well,
pissed.
it was.
I'm going to do a project on this. And so if anybody wants to send me an email, if you have any information, my email is julie.skolnick@gmail.com. You just make sure you spell my last name correctly with no C and a period between my first name and my last name. Feel free to send me an email on anything you have because I'm doing my own project and there will be a live soon to come with a PowerPoint going over what was collected and what was spent legitimately towards finding Sebastian.
But here's my thing with it, Julie, right? In the Pines, thank you for the PayPal. And Pam J, thank you so much for being a member here. I'm so glad you called us too. My thing with it is when Seth started to GoFundMe, it stated for his bills. right? Like they were very slick in the way they worded things. So again, aside from what Texana's doing, and I'm not fully understanding of that situation, I don't know how much could be done about it. I feel like at this point in Sebastian's case, if people don't realize what a slime ball Seth Rogers is, they never will.
It's
And that's
not
likely because they dislike other people more than they care to see the truth.
it's not about doing something about it. It's about bringing awareness so that these two can no longer continue to do what they have been doing, which is raise money. I
Yeah.
noticed that came in the chat yesterday with Britney, and they can no longer collect money without people knowing that none of it is really going to the purposes that they think it's going to. And that in the future,
Right.
should Tony decide that he ever wanted to involve himself in a missing child's case again, that there could be some kind of, easily accessed document showing how much was raised versus spent on legitimate purposes. And that way a family in the future could know, maybe this isn't our guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one good thing that has come from all of this is that no matter what, Tony Mathis, Seth Rogers, at night, all of them, they have made their reputation and they have basically sealed a deal on it. Not only can people find it all over YouTube, but they can find it through the PA court system. You can see exactly how fraudulent these people are, what their true motives are, and what they really cared about. They cared more about their egos than they did the missing child.
It's so gross.
It is
it's
gross.
so awful.
It's disgusting.
It's literally like the lowest form of life you could be to be doing this kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They all despicable. Not one of them. And actually it was so funny. Somebody said that to me the other day. You know, we got into talking about the lawsuit and they said, how did you impede their investigation when none of them have ever investigated? That's the only thing you would have to say in a courtroom is what investigation did you perform that you're saying these ladies interfered in? They never investigated. It never happened.
That's exactly right.
Like, what dates were you in Tennessee? You know?
Unreal. All right, I'm going to drop down. I hope you have a wonderful
Thank you, Julie.
At the shore. I know it's hot as balls out there.
It is. Boy, it is.
At least you have the sea breeze by you.
Absolutely. And now I got to work in air conditioning again, so bless the Lord for that. All right, Julie, I'll be in touch. Jay reached out to me to get in touch with you, so I'll shoot you a message.
Okay, bye. Thank you for letting me up.
Of course. Julie held down the stream for a while. I was able to eat my bagel, drink my iced coffee, which actually sucks. But man, I'll tell you, I can't wait till this entire lawsuit ordeal is just deaded. I can't wait. And then, you know what? And I know some people agree, some people disagree, but as soon as we get over this appeal process, there are countersuits going out. And I have a reason for it. And I don't care if people like it or not, because here's the thing. I didn't go through a year plus of frivolous litigation to not get what is owed to me. And I know many people keep saying, well, they're all broke. You'll never see a penny. No, no, no. That is a broke man's thoughts, because let me tell you, there is always a way to get what is yours. And you better believe my attorney's 10 steps ahead of it. And I'm going to get what is mine. And if that has to be via a countersuit, that's what it's going to be. If I have to go after Joseph Lasniak and Bruce Castor's insurance, that is what I'm going to do. But Britney Jackson is going to pay for the many, many years of lying on my name. You want to talk about defamation per se? Yeah, we'll talk about it. Absolutely blank slate. These people will never sue anybody again by the time I'm done. Look at the big hornet's nest. You're wearing extra sunscreen. Girl, I don't wear sunscreen. I put baby oil or yeah, they deserve it. As soon as I'm finished, I'll check out some of these little shops. They were going to have you in prison for 20 years. Exactly. Yeah, they don't get just walk away. They started it. I'll finish it. I've always been a finisher. I don't like leaving things half-assed. Don't like leaving things half-assed. Hi, Rico. This is like a cute little, I know it's hard to see on StreamYard. It's like a little shopping center. And then I'm going to go over to the beach for a little bit. But let's go shop. That 70s, 80s baby stuff with some iodine. What are you talking about, Miss Fletcher? Hey, Jackie. Yeah, when Julie comes up, I learn just to mute. She's a lady of many words. Let's check. Oh, look, if you guys want to check out the finish shop, how many people are going to drop now? Before you leave, hit that thumbs up. I mean, aren't you guys kind of tired of all the drama? Rustic shore designs. Very cute. Woo, boy, it is hot. How you doing? That's what I do, the baby oil. Oh, butterfly. Curated vintage and what's sold here. It is so pretty. No, I don't like that type of shop. I like my garden type of shops over here. I'm getting a bit brain dead to it lately. Yeah, I wish that I was able to screen share because I would totally take, like, there's so many, like, actual productive things I want to speak about right now. But without being able to, like, share the screen, I just can't. It's so hard. Step inside La Clee Rose and sprinkle some savor, flavor, and fun into your wardrobe. Ooh, I like the sounds of that.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning.
That I didn't remember asking.
Cool and bandana. Oh. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, it's like 104. Any cute vintage shops? Yes. Oh, wait, this one's like the man shop. I'm trying to find, there's one that I like to get like an anklet from. Lord, I shouldn't even be shopping though, if I'm being honest. I should be taking my ass to the pool. Beauty on the beach. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Let's see. 2 weeks. Cheesy. I'll probably leave here Sunday or Monday. I'm actually having a dilemma about going. Hello. Ooh, feels good in here.
Yeah.
Oh, and it smells good too. All pretty handmade soaps and stuff. A deodorant stone. I've never heard of that.
It really works.
Does it?
Yeah. Like after your shower when you're still a little damp,
Yeah.
you rub it on.
Okay. Oh, bubble baths. That's back on my hunt. Have a good one. Anybody else get awkward at leaving places like that? Like you feel bad? But that's not what I was looking for. Candles, creation station, mood lighting, home accents, smells and warmers, incense, buzz off zone. Okay. Yeah, like it's so small in there and I feel weird just leaving. But where the fuck's the store I'm looking for? Yeah, so awkward. Like, how do you even get out of this situation? I would have stayed in there 5 more minutes, honestly, because I don't know how to leave. And we're about to do it again, friends. You ready? Exactly, Jim Madre. Is this it? Hello. Good. How are you?
Good.
Feels nice and cool in here. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Whew. Oh, look how cute that is. Look at these seagulls. Oh, yeah. Oh, what happened to the store? I was looking for. That was not what I was looking for, guys. I lied. Lord, I don't know where the store went. Seagulls are mean. You know, in like Australia and stuff, they call them birds of the, what do they call them? Rats, flying rats. Oh, one shot. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. And we got a gifted. Hold up. Hold on. Nasty Rhonda with the gifted membership. Thank you so much. And one shot coming through with the 50. Wow. Thank you so much. That's so awesome of you. Thank you. Let's try Wild Magnolia. Wait, this is a clothing. Hello. Good. How are you? Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Where's Queen Bee? You should get that, Queen. Oh yeah. By the way, did anybody tell Queen who kills the bees? Look how cute this is. That's what I want. Like a little. Oh, look at these little trinket dishes. They're really cute. Gosh, it's too freaking hot. Look at these socks. The socks are hysterical. That's a cute coin purse. Oh boy, it's too hot. Let's see the seeing that. Y'all seeing that? Oh yeah, sea glass, absolutely. Have a good day. Thank you. $64 for a pair of pants. What do we have here? I love baby clothes. Love cute little baby clothes. We got some. God, can you imagine wearing long sleeves in this weather? Let's see. Woo! Can you imagine? My kids love their asshole pair of socks. Yeah, those socks were cute. Seagulls change color when they eat human? What? Right, blank short? Oh my gosh. I mean, I know everything's expensive now, right? But take my ass to Walmart or something. I guess the store I liked is gone. Yeah, I guess it's gone. I don't know. Celtic Irish shop. All right, let's go over here. I see my doctor today for my 6-week follow-up after my heart attack. How are you feeling? I'm sorry to hear that you had to go through all that. Hopefully you get good answers today. Does anybody else go to places like this and you just end up buying something for like your kids? I do that all the time. Delicious balsamic vinegar, olive oil tasting. No, thank you. No, thank you. Summer studio. Where the hell's my store? I'm not even going to go in the kids shop. Always. Yeah, I'm not alone in that. Look at this nice little relaxing area over here. How cute is everything? Look how nice that is. Wait a minute. Must be nosy. I wonder if this is like a place you're allowed in. Isn't that so cute over there? What do we got? Some water down there? I don't know if I'm allowed back here though, so we're not doing it. Oh, screaming baby. Ain't she sweet? That's the name of the store, not the little girl. Listen, did you hear? Did you hear what Clue does? Boy, I'll tell you. And I seen it. What is this? What? Oh my God! Look at all the dead. Look at all the dead bugs in there. All right, let's go in here.
Hi there.
Hello. Whew.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good choice.
I feel very nice in here.
Please make yourself at home. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you.
That's me too.
Okay.
Everything out there on the little deck is left over from the sale I had this weekend.
Oh.
Anything.
Oh wow, you're kidding. Okay, check that out. And I go right through here?
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions, just grab me.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you guys want to see my new little cute shark bag? I got it for, oh, look how cute. All the kids can draw with the chalk while they wait. Oh, what kind of clothes are these? Ah, everybody's wearing these jumper type things, huh? Oh, okay. It's like Amish clothing. Oh. Sorry, one shot. I don't think we're finding anything. Oh, yeah, look, check it out. Let me make sure you can't see any of my stuff. Anyway, it was $5 off Amazon. Do you like dollies, like as in dolls? Let me put my drink down for a minute. And look how cute it is. The cute shark. It's just one of those like cheapy bags, just for like days like today. I'm serious. I don't think we're looking here, but it got me out of that main store because that's not what I was looking for either. Just want a cute anklet. Now, I do love Buddy's ice cream. Look how nice the bathrooms are. Oh, gee golly. Pretty nice for an outdoor place. Buddy's has really good acai bowls. If you've never had an acai bowl, well, you are missing out. Look at the pretty gardens over there. Let's go over there. You love bags too? Dude, cheesy, it was $5. $5. You can't beat it. And it's one of those longer type of bags. I would only wear it down here, obviously. I'm not going to walk around, you know, the outskirts of Philly with a shark bag. But for down here is perfect. Go over the yellow brick roads. Oh, it says do not feed the fish. Well, who's feeding them? Look at the little fishies. Oh, WNC Granny. I don't know if you got my message, but I did thank you on PayPal. And then I thanked you earlier. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go over here. Look how hot this sun is. Where are you, son of a bitch? I can't even look up. The closer you're all to the shore, like the beach, the hotter it gets. Oh, they got another one. I love succulents. We got another pond with more koi fish. How pretty. I'm in what is this? I think Avalon, New Jersey. This is at last night I was in Stone Harbor and I was gonna go live to this there's like this pretty popular ice cream place down here called Springer's. Oh, I'm in Cape May. Notice the big sign that says Cape May Wicker. Duh. Anyway, there's this ice cream shop and it's called Springer's Homemade Ice Cream. And it is so dang good. But they're always so busy and crowded. And I'm not gonna lie, you feel weird walking around with like a selfie stick talking to yourself. Oh my god, look at this planner. How cute is this? The train, that is so cute. Oh, I can't afford this place either, huh? We got some pumpkins, some snowmen. Get the hell out of my face with them. No cards. You want me to carry heavy mulch and flowers? You ever see those IRL streamers though? They have like their big selfie sticks. There's like hundreds of them. They just walk into any store. Like they have no shame in themselves. I don't know how they do it. All right, let's go in here. This is a fancy place. Yeah, it feels weird having a selfie stick. Oh, look at this. It's cute. Oh, up like slate. Oh, look, baby watermelon. How cute is that? Oh my god, I think I'm gonna die today. Oh, ain't that pretty? Oh, if this isn't the cutest baby area, I don't know what is. Look how stinking cute everything is. Oh my gosh, I miss my babies. Oh, look, Queen. There we go again for you. Guess what, Cheesy? I was on the beach the other day and I had my Crocs with the watermelon gibbet. I had my watermelon tail, my watermelon beach bag, and I was using my watermelon cup that my friend Kraken bought me that my friend Megan made. And it dawned on me I have an issue. Anyway, look how cute this is. Isn't that adorable? Look at the fucking price. What is this? Oh my gosh, look at that. Queen, there's so many bee things for you. You want a little baking kit? Gonna bake some cookies? Look at Steven. Oh my god. Here. I can't even afford it for this place. There's a story. The kids get a pillow. board. That place was so expensive, even my internet said get out. Did you guys see that? Look at the cute mouse statue for the garden. Now that's cute. Lord, even my internet was like, no, bitch, even we're leaving. Bump out of here. They wanted $80 fucking for a checkerboard. Oh my God, that's cute. That is so cute. What is that? $400 in blood of your firstborn? Holy shit. I mean, that was insane. I want concrete mushrooms. Yeah, you just gotta, you know, mortgage your house for it, refinance your house. That was so fucking that little girl's outfit. What was that? What? Right, made of gold? Can you imagine spending, what was that outfit? $50? $50 on a baby outfit that they're going to outgrow in less than 3 weeks and they're going to throw up and poop on? Oh my God. I don't belong around here. Whoa, look at this spider web. Can you guys see it? I don't think you can see it. Happy hump day. Yeah, all we can afford is to sit here in this garden and pray. Oh my God. My favorite store's gone from here anyway, so. Woo, I couldn't believe that shit. I know. You're right, a blank slate, but listen, I would even tell my Mima, just go to Walmart and get us, a whole bag of clothes for the price of that. Again, is it adorable? Absolutely. Absolutely adorable. And then a checker? You're trying to sell a checkerboard for $80? I thought my eyes were deceiving me. Whew. Stick to flat something. Oh my gosh. I want to go to our place like that. They have a place with the best lobster roll. I never had a lobster roll, but I also don't like lobster. You want that? Yeah, man, block. I hear it. I hear you. Friend, there's a Tyler Yeezys in that bag and a baby Dolce & Gabbana collared shirt. Wow. Keep that, friend. She's rich. Oh, man, it is so fucking hot. I'm really sad that my favorite store's gone. It sold like really cute little, like affordable jewelry and stuff, and it's not here anymore. Dude, and Walmart has really stepped up their game, hasn't it? Oh, you don't like the texture? I don't like seafood at all. I think I may be allergic. I had crab once when I was little, and I got like really, I had like an allergic reaction, but you can outgrow those. I like crab more than lobster. I don't eat them, B. I just enjoy crabbing. Crabbing's a lot of fun. I want to do nighttime crabbing. Look, there's a cheese shop. You guys want to go in the cheese shop? I'm like literally pouring down sweat. Dude, isn't nature beautiful? Look how the vine twists. I mean, the tree. The root, whatever you call that. I don't know the stem. What do you call that? But like, isn't that amazing? Honest to God, nature is beautiful. Some of these trees have been through like everything, even the dinosaurs. And yes, dinosaurs did exist. There was one time I was having a live stream, right? And we were just playing about, we were being like silly and stuff. And I said, do you believe in dinosaurs? Would you believe the then haters latched onto it and like made it like a running joke? Like I didn't know dinosaurs existed before. The trunk, I guess it's the trunk. Let's go check out this toy shop over here. Man, they made it such a big deal. Should we check out this little pink place? No, because you know what? These stores are so small, I don't know how to get out if I don't want anything. I'm going to peek in. Yeah, no. Not my style. Look how cool these trees are. Oh, I'm pouring sweat. When we would spend 2 weeks in Seaside, we would spend a day crabbing and fishing, the night on the boardwalk. 4 days we would reverse it and do night crabbing. I miss it. Oh, I love that. No, CJK, not really. Like when I went to Stone Harbor's like a fancier place. When I went there last night, it was a Tuesday night, and there was a lot of people for a Tuesday night. Tell them you got diarrhea. Maybe I should start by tying my short string that look like an outsider. Let's pretend we have an accent. Oh, hello. I don't know what kind of accent that was. Never mind. That's cute. Hello. Oh, look at this campfire set. Look how cute that is. I love that. Have you seen Creepy Myrtle Beach? Myrtle Beach? No. Look how cute this is. Oh, boy. Kids are too big for things like this anymore. Oh, look at the carnival playset. How cute is that? I want them to be little again. Binky Bro? I guess that's the clothing brand. Oh, stand in the stand for a second. Don't mind if we do. Here we go, guys. Here's what we can afford. Oh, that's cute. I actually have a whole bucket of rubber ducks. Teddy bears? Oh, this feels so good. I've never been to Myrtle Beach. Grow a sloth or grow a Bigfoot? What is this? He has wings. Look at the gingerbread man with the puppets. I love it. What do we have here? A wooden boat set. All right. Keep looking. Have a good day. Thank you. Oh boy. Felt so good in there. Dude, when we went, so we were I was gonna go to the movies last night to go see that 28 Years Later because we didn't have air conditioner, but then our air conditioner got fixed. Anyway, what was I about to say about that? Oh, so I said close. I don't want to mess with the air conditioner now because it broke once. So instead I said close all the top doors. Let's just pray it goes down. When we got in there and it was like 80, I was like, thank goodness. Oh, Kirby, I'm so sorry about the anniversary. I'm sending you hugs. Oh, I guess I'll wrap it up. I'm really sad they got rid of my favorite store. Did he say it was a great movie? I like the originals. Well, my friends, I really appreciate you spending the morning with me. If you haven't, would you please consider hitting the thumbs up? How's that accent? Was that more of an accent? And I think I am going to go run into the ocean. Oh, we got another rocker seat. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't rock. Yeah, I think I'm going to go dive into the ocean water. I can barely breathe. Thank you, Angel. I hope you all have a great day as well. Stay warm, stay cool. Outside, drink plenty of water. Oh, that door scared me. It was like, I thought it was like a ghost. Oh, I can't breathe. No diving in the shallow end. You can run right into the ocean because you know what? There are no rules. Or should I go to the pool? Skinny dip? I would never. First off, the only way you can. Oh, look, I leaned back and I touched this and scared me. The only way you can skinny dip at the beach is if you go at nighttime, and guess what's out at nighttime? Sharks. Now, I've done seen Jaws 100 times. Their 50th anniversary is coming up. I will be celebrating it because I am a huge Jaws fan. And yeah, so I am not going to skinny dip because the sharks would eat me. You're scared of the ocean? Why? For the longest time, I was scared of the ocean floor because I got bit once, and a little crab literally held on to my foot. Yeah, 50 years. Jaws was it filmed there? That's so awesome. I know people are basically naked these days. They really are. The amount of like flat asses I see, and I'm like, why are you even wearing like that type of bathing suit with your flat flobby ass? But whatever, if they have the confidence to do it, do it. Well, I'll tell you, Cheesy, I don't get in very often because it is so damn cold. But once you go in and you ride the waves, lay on your back, and they just like that. Oh my God, I love it. No, it's not scary. It actually feels really good. You know what though? I do have a lake I can go to. Do I want to go to the lake, the ocean, or just go back to the pool? I love the water, but ocean is scary. Things eat you. No. All the animals are scared to come where the people swim. Ocean? Oh, he says ocean. I made you feel old, Feisty. I'm sorry. How'd I do that? Oh, because Jaws 50 years. Jaws did traumatize a lot of people. So here's the thing. A lot of people are angry that the movie Jaws set this narrative that sharks are like some human chasing monsters, and they're not. They're not. But fuck that, because they are. You know what I'm saying? There is a movie in the theater. It was in the theater near me because this theater is like a small theater, but it's called Dangerous Animals, and it looks so good. It looks so good. I want to see it. Basically, it's a guy who owns like a shark diving company, like where you can, go in a cage, where you go into cages to see the sharks. But what he does is he's obsessed with sharks, and he likes to feed them. So these people come on, they're like, oh, we're going to go in a cage to see a shark, which you have to be a maniac to do that anyway. But then he kidnaps them and he feeds them to the sharks in like a most sadistic way. I was 14 in the 8th grade. Oh, Kenna, I can guess your age now, my friend. Shark Week has helped a lot. I love Shark Week. Actually, on my Amazon save for later list, I have a cute little bag. It's like this big, and you're supposed to put like menstrual, products in it, and it's a shark in the water, like following the woman on top of the water, and it's for Shark Week. Get it? Ha ha ha. But that's a lie. That like sharks are attracted to your like menstrual. Yeah, Sorenza, it looks so good. I want to see it. Well, Gary, I go for the fun and for the bonding experience. Come swim in our pool. I hate the saying. I used to have my pool at my campground used to be saltwater. Oh, would you look at that? The lady messed up my toe. That makes me mad. I'm not showing my feet though. That's for only feet. You got to pay for that. I wish I wasn't so scared of sharks. I would love to just have fun in the ocean. I wish you weren't either, Cheesy, because the truth is the sharks don't come up in that shallow of water. So you would really be safe. That makes me sad for you. Sis was 11. My baby sis was 5. Saw it as Swarthmore. Oh, only feet. I wish I knew how to sell my feet. I saw them all day. Hell, want to buy my underwear too? Come on and get it. Oh, we don't show these things for free, friends. I sure did. Bless be great Raven. Bless be. I'm just too hot to move, so I'm just gonna sit another minute. You would think I had gel in my hair, but it's sweat, baby. It's sweat. You know what I want to get? I want to get a tattoo. I don't even like tattoos anymore, but you know how I have my shark tattoo? I want to get another ocean animal. Sharknado. I love anything to do with shark prime, but I have to admit that did not work for me. Take one trip to Jersey Shore, Maury's Pier. Jamie Beck, that's what I tell my kids all the time. They are very lucky the opportunity. Now, listen, they're at an age where they rather be with their friends. They find the campground boring. They don't want to hang out with me and go on the boards. They want to be with their friends. But they're so lucky to have a place where they can go for the summer. Still trying to make jump the shark a thing. What does that even mean? Get a Dory and Nino tattoo? No, I want to do them. You know which movie I do love though? I love Moana. Matter of fact, I didn't watch Moana 2 yet because I want to watch it on my projector screen. How lucky they are yeah, they have no idea. Oh, a seahorse is a good one, Lori. I would love that. That's a good idea. We didn't just go nowhere, right, Michelle? That's what I mean. They don't know how lucky they are. Jump the Shark was the end of some popular show. A horseshoe crab. Oh, I would do a blue crab, Jamie. What a great idea. Because one, it'd be memories of the memories I have of my father. I would love that. All the time they love the summer trips. I believe you, Amber. I get it. So I remember when I was little, I complained too. Yeah, a seahorse or a blue crab. Great idea. You can crochet. I love that, Amy. I wish I could. I love those little crocheted animals and stuff. They're so cute. Ever love me? 591. Hit the like, everyone. Please do. We got to get higher than. Oh, we are higher than 500. I'll take it. I originally was thinking an octopus, and then I changed it. I think the blue crab would be good. If I could show you guys my shark tattoo and where I would get it without showing you my double chin. And listen, when we all look down, we all have a double chin, okay? All right. Let's just acknowledge that. We all have it. But I'm not taking a risk again. Let me tell you, South Carolina, they fish for sharks right by the shore while you're swimming. Stop it. No, they don't. Sharks don't come up where the people swim. They're scared of the people. Sharks are not like human eating predators. Okay? They don't really do that. Who made friends with the octopus? No. Oh, wait. The guy that's an alien? That one? Prime, that didn't even make sense at this point. You got a triple C? Correcting with Amy. Some have more than a double chin. Ain't that right? Little Mermaid also brushes her hair with a fork, okay? Are you going to let Little Mermaid says, oh, a real life? No, I did not see that. Already seen it, new account. I don't think there's one movie you guys can name that I haven't. But I did just finally finish the series of, what the fuck was that show I was watching? Now I'm drawing a blank. With Kurt Waller and Jane Doe. I can't think of the name again. It was so good. Oh, yeah, that's right. You crochet. Cheesy. Do you crochet a pair of Crocs? I don't know if I have, Prime. It was so powerful in so many ways. I'll have to take a gander, take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. You can go anywhere. It was a great show. Oh, you know what? I'm looking out in the parking lot and the sun is beaming down on these cars and I don't feel like getting up. Oh, an oxalata or whatever. That one at the aquarium. If you guys aren't members, you didn't see it, but I did a members only from the aquarium. And that oxalata they had looked like it was dying. A dingle hopper? The fuck is a dingle hopper? You do have a crochet croc pattern? Shut up. Never ever sang. Yeah, I'm like practically dead. I'm sitting so unladylike right now. It's unbelievable. My legs are spread. My arms going across the chair. Ugh, it's too hot. Michael Myers Crocs. I have Michael Myers Gibbet, but not Crocs. Did my armpits smell yet? No, they don't. No windows burst. It's amazing. Oh yeah, jellyfish. If you get stung by a jellyfish, you have to pee on yourself. Sounds gross, but it's the only thing that helps. Shelby Lynn in Florida, sharks do come across. There were so many shark attacks last year. I believe one was fatal. You watched them swim sitting on the beach. All right, fine, but Florida ain't normal. Okay, all the weird shit happens in Florida. My octopus teacher. I'll type that in. Um, yeah, Florida's just like its own little world. So, I mean, of course they're doing that in Florida. They don't do that down here at the Jersey Shore. I'll tell you that much. You know what they don't make yet? Watermelon scented deodorant. Can't find it. Can't find it. But my girl, No One You Know, hooked me up with Bath and Body Works watermelon everything, including candle. And it was fucking amazing. You know what's crazy? Who came up with this smell for like watermelon lotions and stuff? When like a watermelon doesn't even really have a smell. I don't think so. Like who came out with the flavor for a grape? Grapes don't even have a smell. Are people just out here lying? They are. They're just making up flavors. You know, like blue raspberry. It's not a real thing. That door sounds like a ghost every time. Oh, I made a watermelon craft. Yes, the answer is yes. A lot of lies. We're just living in a world of lies. Do you know that watermelon is so good for you? First off, it's majority water. So I don't know how it's so good for you. Just drink a bottle of water. But you can also, it helps you sleep. It fills you up without being like fatty. And it has, oh, a butterfly. It has a lot of like some type of nutrient in it. I forget which one. It's too hot to even think. Butterfly. Scared them away. Oh boy. Oh, and thank you, Shelby Lynn. Oh, well, Shelby Lynn, high in fiber. Is that what it is, Lisa? Thank you. Shelby Lynn sent another super sticker. Thank you. You're correct. I lived in the water growing up on Long Island, never feared sharks. Right. It only happens in Florida. All the weird shit's Florida. We make watermelon. God, I hope Jess changes her username. Thank you. I don't know what I'll change it to. Well, Jessica Spears, welcome. I've never seen your name before, but I'll explain this for you. I don't know that I see Cloe as a bigot. Did I see Cloe make distasteful comments? Absolutely. Have I seen enough from Cloe where I don't think she honestly has a hateful heart? And hear me out here. Because I know a lot of people, you know, Cloe says a lot of things that a lot of us want to say. She has a mouth on her that a lot of us don't, you know, whatever. But I think when push comes to shove, underneath the exterior of like cursing people out or whatever, I think she has a big heart. You likely disagree, and that is fine. Britney, on the other hand, Britney pretends that she isn't a hateful bitch. Britney pretends that she's a sweet Christian woman. Britney pretends that she's a good person, and she's not. So I'd rather take the loudmouth like Cloe, who owns every aspect of who she is and hides her softer side, than take somebody like Cloe, like Britney, who hides her evil side. Like Cloe comes off like a really big badass, but she's a really soft person. So I hope that helps answer it for you. I don't think Cloe is a bigot at all. at all. But maybe you do, and that's fine. Yes, I'm in a campground. Did I say that correctly, Cheesy? I don't know if I was describing it correctly, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. Like, Clue may say some raunchy things, Clue may say some untasteful things, and Clue acts like she's a big Billy badass that doesn't care about anything. But don't tell her I said this. Clue actually has a big heart. Now, Brittany, on the other hand, acts like she has a big heart, acts like she cares about people, acts like she's above saying untasteful things, but that is everything she is. Yeah, and why are we doing whataboutisms anyway? I never said she misspoke because I don't even know what you're referring to, man. I didn't say she misspoke at all. Misspoke about what? Right. She's a softie. And I know that. And I know that because, whatever. So, and not only that, but the thing with Chloe is she's funny as shit. I don't think so either, Cheesy. I've had some real conversations with Chloe. And we've had our differences and, all of that. And I don't think she's I think she's actually a really good woman. And I'll tell you what, I would trust Chloe and Cletus with my children before I'd ever trust Brittany and Craig. So there's also that. Matter of fact, I wouldn't hesitate twice to leave my children in the care of Chloe and Cletus. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit, Jessica. I only responded because I like your name. Oh. Exactly, Amber Maiden. We called out the statements, and it is what it is. The difference is Clue said what she said, and I haven't heard anything since. Unlike Brittany, who just almost every day you can point out another thing and another thing. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't my car windows weren't dirty, I would just drive you all to the beach with me. Well, you're welcome, Jessica. I hope it helps you understand. I want to know why I can't feed the fish. Maybe, I sat on this rock seat. Don't do it. You'll burn your cheeks. Oh my God, that burnt my cheeks. Woo. I thought we were just sit right there and, is that a frog? Oh my God, it is. Do you guys see the big frog in the middle? Is that real? You guys see him? You guys see it's the frog right there? Yeah, that literally burnt my butt. I wish I could zoom in, but we can only do that on the other one. Look how cute. Is he real? Hey, Froggy. You're a big son of a frog. Are you real? Ribbit. Ribbit. Is it going to move? I'm going on the other side. You can see it, Julie. Thank you. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. He moved. He went. Oh, no, he didn't. That was the fish. Oh, yeah. He's real. He's big. His name's Jeremiah. Jeremiah. You guys see how big he is? And a bullfrog? I can't even see him through my camera, so I don't know if you can see him. I know this sounds really mean, but I do want to toss a rock to see if he jumps, but that would be mean, so I'm not going to do it. He is just chilling amongst all the fish. Oh my God, there's another one. There's another one on the side we were just on. Let's go see him. He's right up on the edge. Oh, but we can't. We can't sit on the seat. We'll burn the cheeks. Let's see if we can find them again. These things hide so well. Might get in trouble for stepping over. Yeah, there's a worker coming, so we're gonna wait a minute. I love frogs. I know, just chilling in the water. There was a frog right on. Oh, there he is, Sam. Right next to the pole. He just moved. And if I look in my camera, I can't see him. He's right there, right in the opening of the plants. Oh, he swam under. Oh, no, that's not him. That's a fish. It move again, though, but listen, it's too hot to stare at these frogs. All right, we're out. We're out. Oh. I tried talking to him. He didn't want to talk. Do I feel like calling my ass to the beach? The kids used to collect eggs and we would raise them and let them go. What, frog eggs? Uninvited, get a superstar. All right, my friends, I am too hot. I'm getting out of here. I'll pop up back live wherever we are. You guys want to go swim in the ocean, we can do that. But it is gosh dang hot, so I'm going to end this. I appreciate you all being here with me this morning. I would love to see the beach there. I got you, note to self. If you haven't, please consider hitting the thumbs up and keep an eye out. I will stream from the beach. I'll likely do it through YouTube layout because it's easier to like zoom in and everything. But yeah, I gotta go swimming. It's too hot. Thank you, Cheesy. Thank you, Choo Choo, Gary, Morarium, Kraken, Kelly. I will, Kelly, I promise. It's only like a 5-minute drive from here, so. All right, my friends, I will see you shortly. You're right, B-Fam. That's exactly right.